I wonder if I can watch it on YouTube on another tab.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you probably could.
All right, good evening. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Yes, yes. Hi.
Hey,
Yeah, we are a bunch of youngin from East Coast, from Virginia, and also a lot of other youngins sitting over there. They can come Connecticut and New York, and so let's introduce ourselves. First of all, let's start with Nick.
I'm Nick Rivera. I am CT Yang Gang, and I'm here in Iowa City.
Next, Peter. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm in New York.
You're in
I'm in the Bronx. Right.
Bronx,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
With paneling.
Yes. And then coming to Peter, Ron. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I thought we were going clockwise. Hi, this is Ron Daddy in New York City, where it's pretty cold, pretty blustery, but maybe not as blustery as Iowa.
Yeah.
We win.
And then we have next to Ron is Sam. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Sam, living right outside of DC in Virginia,
Nice.
here in Iowa for Yang Week.
Yoon Jae.
Everyone, I'm Yoon Jae. I'm representing NYC Yang Gang here in Iowa for Yang Week.
Very happening.
Hi, I'm Ching. This is Jewel Media. It's my channel about a lot of information about yen this, yen that, yen week. And so we are here. We arrived here in Iowa City on Sunday. And this is our third day already of canvassing. So you
How we feeling?
Yes, yeah. So ask us some questions from New York.
Here's my first question. What hotel you guys staying at? I'm a little surprised that there's indoor electricity and plumbing. You're in Iowa.
I live in backwater, Ron.
Whereabouts?
We're at the Graduate Hotel in Iowa City. I thought we were going to pull up to a Super 8 or something. This is one of the most aesthetic, beautiful hotels I've ever stayed at.
So it's not a Super 8. There's a reason why you're looking at that. This is the only portion of my apartment that's like fairly presentable still. That's it.
Okay.
Iowa
Guys?
City, is that the northeastern part? Give me an idea of where that's located in the state.
We're on the southeastern quadrant of the state, because Iowa's rectangular, right? So, I think Illinois is sort of like the five, 6 o'clock position. Iowa City is in like 4 o'clock position.
Okay.
Right?
All right. And then Andrew, I believe, was in Fairfield yesterday.
That sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like the super cool liberal part of the state? That's what he led me to believe on the Twitch yesterday.
You're probably right. I don't really know where it is geographically compared to where we are now, but he's been all over. He was all over Iowa. He went to a place called Tipton, and had a excellent kind of meeting or like town hall over there. And we actually had a volunteer come in who was there with his son, and he went canvassing with us today. He just showed up. He just showed up at around 10.
And he's hyped up?
Oh yeah, he said he'll be back tomorrow.
From his part of the state, he's like commuting back and forth?
Yeah. Well, he lives in Iowa City. Like he's in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
tell me about the energy on the ground. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good here. It's palpable, man.
Mm-hmm.
Knocking on doors, a lot of just good, positive energy and like vibes from people and from all over the country. What a showing, like from California, so they bring that West Coast, kind of.
No shit.
You know what I mean?
Cali came out to Iowa?
Oh yeah, Cali showed up big time in
Like
Iowa.
in force?
In force.
In
Oh
force.
yeah, we got LA. We got LA represented here.
Those poor bastards.
Yeah.
California is definitely the biggest group that's here.
Yeah.
I'm the only person from Virginia. I met one person from Wisconsin, and they were the only one. It's pretty much just Cali people. It's insane.
Yeah.
But we don't know because we're only in Iowa City. They could be elsewhere.
Okay.
Can I just
Any,
interrupt though?
What's that?
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so Yang's field office here in Iowa City is right like in front of this building, and off to the side is Amy Klobuchar's field office and Tom Starr's office.
What?
And yeah, so if you go see us, if you saw a picture from today,
Yeah.
you saw that we have Nick, Ching, and I, and some other people were taking pictures. But you'll see Yang's sign up front. And then there's Amy, America for America, and then Tom Steyer.
Are they staying at the hotel with you guys?
No.
What?
No one stays here. It's other camping. I'm
Yeah.
having a problem right now. Sorry guys. I'm having a problem right now. Is I try to say hello on the comment section. I click it. It says an error occurred. Wait a moment. Try again. So
Where, on YouTube?
yes. No, on StreamYard.
So there's some
So
disconnect.
there's something is not, yeah,
Stream.
like even people can see us right now. Then
Well, I have a friend watching us. So
they are. So can they make a comment to see?
Can they make a comment? Let's
Yeah.
see.
we'll probably try to make a comment.
Maybe I can do it. I can do it on my phone. Yeah.
According to YouTube, there's 4 people watching right now.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And one of them is me. So
Maybe it's the 4 of us, right?
Yes, right?
YouTube?
Yeah. I want to see. I want to see it if people can make comments.
Well, they can make comments on YouTube, but
Yeah,
if
yeah.
there's nobody watching but the 4 feeds,
Hello from Iowa City. From
Yeah.
Young Gang.
Oh,
There it
okay.
is.
I could go drinking.
Okay.
So if you want to do updates
Yeah.
every night, we
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
mention
Oh,
it
I
on,
can see myself.
on Reddit,
But there's no
New
place to
York
make
Yang.
Yeah, the live chat is disabled and I don't know how to enable it. We don't know.
Oh.
Oh, look, this action is turned off for content made for kids. What?
That's a new thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
Iowa City.
All right, talk
Southeast
among
part of
yourselves.
the
Let me
state.
fix it. Why don't you
And
guys talk to yourself, okay?
And you
I'm gonna
haven't
fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
spoken, nobody's seen Yang in the wild yet.
All right, guys.
No, I think he just left the state today. Too.
I'm gonna fix it, okay? You go talk among yourselves.
Yeah, we
Okay, you're gonna fix this
are
topic.
currently doing that.
Oh, you cannot do that.
No, we can't.
We're currently doing
Here's
it
my
right
my
now.
laundry's still drying. So
Good time. Perfect timing, huh?
Okay, let me see if I can.
Yeah, it's the comments are.
oh, that's
just
right. Andrew's in New Hampshire tonight.
Being like mirrored.
Yes. After the view, he went to New Hampshire.
They keep
Yeah,
looking
he's right on that
Yeah, I know. It's a mirror.
I'm like used to that.
And your boy Donnie Trump interrupted
This is not made for kids.
Andrew's
see? Oh,
View
it's made for
appearance.
kids.
And that actually happened the
Oh,
last
I
time he
see,
was
it's
on The
not
View.
made for kids.
There was some other news event and they interrupted his shit again.
Let's see.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but I just remember.
Okay, wait, all of a sudden your echo just totally disappeared now.
Who's that?
Ron, your
There's
echo.
nothing in here.
Huh? I
Yeah.
bet you.
Made for kids, so let's
I
Bet
bet
you Ching's
you
volume was too high.
It was Ching's settings at the main base that were fucking things up.
Let's see. No.
So Yoon Jae, are you based in New York as well? Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember we met at the Times Square Yang event, remember?
Fixed.
Chat's working now,
Yeah.
baby. Because
Oh,
we're
yeah,
not for
okay.
kids.
Amongst ourselves on motherfucking YouTube.
We have to go. I have to go in there to say this video is not for kids.
So,
Oh, so if it's for kids it echoes, huh?
No.
Yes.
No comment.
You
No,
can't comment.
nobody can make a comment if they're watching.
If it's for kids,
because
you
I was
can't
trying.
comment.
I was trying to make a comment.
can we see who's watching us?
Yeah.
5 watching now.
If you're watching now, let us know in the chat, please.
Yeah, I cannot see from here. Oh, I can see 5 people now.
5 people are watching.
Yeah.
So let us know you're there.
I have a question for Nick. After like all day yesterday canvassing, right? And then he and Yoon Jae, they both after dinner, they still did phone fucking banking. Sorry. So
Remember, this isn't for kids. It's okay. You can say phone fucking banking.
So ask him, how did he do?
How did you do?
The last call I made of the night, it was a young man who was so excited about Yang. It was incredible. It was like the jackpot. He's like, I want a bumper sticker. I want a sign. I want to volunteer. Like everything you could want. He says, I'm going to caucus for Yang. I'm like, what?
He got that platinum.
He's still lying in bed stoned from the whole. Just went off.
Right.
So, is phone banking easy? I'm very intimidated. I don't know why.
Okay.
You just lucked out.
Well, there is a script. I mean, you don't have to follow it verbatim, but you just say, hi, I'm Ron. My name is. You can say, hi, my name is Ron Daddy, and I'm a volunteer at the Andrew Yang campaign.
Click. If I could ask you, who you're voting?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. People are more receptive than you think. I got a lot of voicemails, but that last one, I didn't leave a voicemail, but a lot of, a lot of those. But the last one, it was an excellent conversation. And then I was able to capture that data so that way the office could get it and they can follow up with this guy. And they should, because he's on fire.
And then the voicemail, it's still useful, right?
I mean, I don't leave a voicemail. But
Yeah, the campaign asks you not to leave a voicemail because they want to try to reach that person again live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there are specific instructions that you want to follow. But for the most part, if you're actually speaking to somebody, the most important thing is to try to connect with them.
Okay.
You know, so like if you feel like there's an issue that they're really stuck on, or they're really bugged about, try to like get Andrew's policies on those issues, and just like have a conversation with them, and say like you relate to how they feel, and it just kind of goes naturally.
Okay.
And I grant it's not easy at first because we all get nervous and like this guy's actually pretty good at talking to people. I learned so much from him today. Like, it was amazing. So maybe Sam can chime in on like how to just connect with people, right? When you're whether phone banking or whether you're canvassing with them one-on-one.
With phone banking, it's a little bit harder because it's more of a words game, and you don't have that real life intro. But for canvassing, I have mapped that on. The first thing I say is, "Hi, I'm Sam. I'm here volunteering to collect data and spread information for the upcoming caucus. I don't say I'm with the campaign. I don't sound like I'm trying to sell anything. I just try to put myself from the frame of helping the electoral process, because that's all we're doing, is spreading information, what we think is the best information. So once I say that, people start listening. The next thing I always say is, what issues are most important to you this election cycle? Whatever they tell you is what you should respond to, right? It's a human conversation. Even if there's a script and there's check marks you're supposed to find, the most important part is finding which of that list applies to this person and they can get excited about. So ask them what issues are important to them this cycle, hear them out, either scribble or look through your phone so it sounds like you're taking notes, and then inform them of what policies you're trying to support relevant to that issue.
Yeah, Sam, tell me. Oh, sorry, Sam. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got here, please.
Okay, so I actually have pretty much zero political background. I canvassed for Bernie in 2016 for like 2 weeks, I was in a really opinionated part of town. So every single door I went to, they had a really strong opinion, and they did not want to talk. So after like 2 weeks, I was like, am I even making a difference? I could be doing homework right now. So didn't do that for very long. Spent a long time focusing on school. Full disclosure, dropped out 3 times, went back 4. So just finished all my classes this last semester, and I'm about to be certified to practice in addiction counseling. I got into the Yang campaign pretty much from the first debate about when the Rogan interview came out. And then I found out about Yang Week about a week before Yang Week. And I just said, dude, we need Iowa. I'm not doing anything right now. I'm going to just pull through and try to help our democracy not die.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ron, did you have a question?
I did. So, Sammy, I was wondering what issues people were expressing to you foremost in their concerns.
Oh, I don't have my note with me, so don't quote me on this, but healthcare was on almost everyone's list. A lot of the more conservative people, or even just right-leaning in the left wing, had economy as their top issue. And that's one I love, because the American scorecard can gain almost anyone who's comfortable with the economy. I got a decent number of people saying climate change, but those were all like actual Democrats or at least left-leaning socially. Yeah, mostly healthcare, economy, and climate.
So nobody is overtly concerned with automation as their first primary.
Not that I've bumped into. I haven't bumped into all that many people. The answer rate for door knocking is usually about 20%. 80% of people don't open. So you kind of have to have your eyes open and be paying attention to the world around you to understand how much of a threat new technology really is. Because I mean, if you think about the updates you had on your smartphone, it's not that crazy, right? It's a slow change.
Right.
But I'm 22. I'm a Gen Zer. I was alive when you had the phones this big that barely fit in your pocket. You could make one phone call and the battery would overheat. Now we have professional DSLRs on the back of something that's as powerful as a fucking Atari machine that used to be in an arcade. Well, people don't really take the time to be aware of how it really is.
Yeah.
The other thing is, Ron, depending on who you're canvassing, so like today, Sam and I were teamed up, and we went to a rather like white, affluent area, and like people respond differently to certain issues or even to Yang. Yesterday, Nick and I, we went to a somewhat more lower income minority section, and they totally responded to the freedom dividend, like boom,
I am with that.
Yeah.
A lot of people of color.
As soon as you talk about it for a while, they really fall for it.
Peter, you have anything to say, Peter?
Yeah, well, that's kind of interesting. They responded to economic issues, but they didn't respond to automation much, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So I found more people responding to economic issues in the morning.
Which economic issues specifically?
I was hard pressed to get specific answers. I was dealing with a lot of undecided voters and low information voters. Like I asked them kind of more specifically, they kind of say, I want a good economy just in general, and I like what Trump's doing. Got a couple of those. But most people weren't educated enough on the economy to understand what mechanism they were specifically upset with, because the economy is such a complex issue.
Well, that's interesting because automation is connected to the economy, so it's kind of
I agree. These
Short term, long term, maybe that's how we can split it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually try to take it in the direction of the American scorecard once I hear them talk about the economy, and I don't get much of the answers. I did get one person who was concerned with how profitable coal still is. That was kind of weird.
What, how profitable what?
Coal. Burning coal.
Somebody's feeding back.
Your feedback.
Oh.
Yeah, they said economy may fall with that. Now it's like, interesting responses.
So what's going on?
I
So
know
what's
so
going
many-
on, guys? What's going on, guys? Tomorrow is 9th, and then 10th is the deadline for the qualified poll. Oh,
Yes.
Where are we now? Where are we now?
I think he just has one qualified poll. He needs 3 more.
If they are national polls, and he would need 2 at 7% or higher for early states. But there hasn't been an early state poll in how long? Over 50 days.
I
Yeah.
think there's a New Hampshire poll coming out
Looks like the
tomorrow.
media.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You think it's Monmouth or something?
Is it
I
hopeful?
believe so.
Yeah,
Are you hopeful?
What choice do I have?
exactly, right?
So what is the consequence of if he did not get to this debate?
I have to move to New Hampshire. I think that's give up my life, my dog, and I move to New Hampshire, and
Knock on doors until the primary, man.
I'm gonna go find myself a building with indoor plumbing and electricity in New Hampshire. It's possible.
Hunker
Doable, I heard.
down.
No, there I go.
Yeah, so, what do you call it? You know, Shaving with Tully, right? Tully from Shaving with Tully, the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He's here right now in Iowa City, and he was trying to organize maybe like a New Hampshire week,
Yeah.
just to see if we could do something like that, like we do it here in Iowa.
He's supposed to be here.
Okay. I also saw on Reddit that Humanity Forward is thinking about doing shuttle buses from New York to New Hampshire.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, that's a gig.
That's
So I don't know how far it's gonna go,
yeah.
but I guess they can drop you off like a block from the campaign office. They can't really tell you where it is,
Yeah.
but that's most of the, problem solved right there. Getting
Yeah.
that out there.
Be surgically placed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Where the
I
actual-
met-
just my opinion.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, I think the energy here is really great, and there are a lot of people on the cusp of saying, I want to support Yang, but they just need that extra push.
Yeah.
But there's so many people here that are like that, we just need more troops on the ground.
Okay.
So if anybody can still come out to Iowa until the caucuses, the campaign definitely use you. We need more people.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
everybody's second choice.
They're all in the top 3, right, Nick?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we got that so much. And also undecided. But then they say, you've heard of Andrew Yang? Yes. No one has said, oh, no, I never heard of him. They said, I just don't know a lot about him. Tell me more.
And you
That's what
do.
you get. Yes, that's what you do.
I have a story yesterday when we went to knock on door of a Chinese name, obviously sounding like a Chinese. So Yoon Jae recommended me.
That was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
ago.
Okay, Yoon Jae recommended me to knock on door because I'm a driver. I drive the car around, and then the boys goes to knock on door. But anyway, we did. Yoon Jae and I, we went to knock on door, and then came a young man who's about young man, very young, high school kid. So I said, we're here for, Andrew Yang. He said, I like him. I actually went to his rally in so-and-so high school. And he said, I would vote for him, but I am 5 days shorter, become 18-year-old next year.
Shit.
So I said, and then we said, how about your parents? And then he said, they're undecided yet. So we gave him some materials,
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, I belong to, NYC Yangan, New York Yangan Facebook, and I have like 12 different WeChat account with as many membership as 500 to membership of 30. Probably altogether, I belong to this club of people supporting Andrew Yang. Probably I would just say 400 to 500 people. No, 500 times goddamn 10. That's 5,000. But that's a lot of the duplicate people. But my point is, just when people have so much time texting on WeChat and and watch Netflix or whatever.
Hey, come join the live stream.
Okay, Ching just froze. I don't know what's up.
I don't know. Yeah.
Her feed maybe choked.
Yeah, Ching, you froze. I don't know if you know.
I just want to say.
And the echoing went away.
I know, it's her. It's Ching.
Come over here.
It's 100% Ching. I've known the whole time. This is hilarious.
Oh, battery time. Hey, say hi to the New York City Yang Gang.
Who's
We
that?
got Tully from Shave with Tully here.
Hi, everybody.
All right, I watched your show, man.
Hi, Peter. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
You'll be glad to know 7 people are watching us on YouTube right now.
Hi, 7 people.
We're
cool.
undermining the mainstream media as we speak. Oh boy, she must have crashed out.
Quite the power that.
So, Tully, how was your day? Like, what's your takeaway on that day?
Iowa is not pleasant when it's this cold and windy. Is one of my takeaways.
Yeah, we had a blustery day in New York as well.
Here was, I think, the highlight of my day. So I went for a run because I'm doing this project where I'm going to run 500 miles in the early states, average 8.3 miles a day, before Super Tuesday. And when I was 5.1 miles in today, my phone died. And so, I didn't know where to go back to the office. I didn't have the GPS. So I just, look around, and to the left, I see a Andrew Yang sign in somebody's yard. So I just go and I knock on the door, and I'm like, hi. I have this huge flag that says YouTube Andrew Yang. It's massive, 3 by 5 foot. And he's like, well, come on in. And I was like, can I borrow a charger? So I charged my phone up and went back out.
So you're running on a blustery day with a 3 by 5 foot flag.
Yeah, and it's a 2-sided flag, so it sometimes kind of fills up with air. So it's like it can start to feel like a parachute.
Does Andrew know this is happening?
What?
Because, bro,
I wasn't there the first day.
Yeah, so I just bought a website domain today called Running to Win 2020.
Mm-hmm.
The flag also says Running to Win. I imagine he knows. If he doesn't, he'll know soon.
You got to get with Truckers for Yang, man. That's,
yeah. Well, I'm trying to.
What a PR coup for those guys.
Yeah. Well, we're all on the same team,
Yeah.
Where are you from, Ron?
I'm sitting in New York right now. I'm missing all the fun.
Hey, Ron, are you geographically mobile at all with your work?
I wish I was. I would. I'm thinking about it. I might be hitting New Hampshire on the weekends. That's
okay,
my
cool.
plan now.
Cool. So I'm trying to. I'm looking at scheduling or planning like a mini Yang Week for New Hampshire because I grew up in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
So if I can find regional folks that would be down to go there for a few days.
You should reach out to Humanity Forward, Tully.
What's that?
Humanity Forward might be running shuttle buses up from New York.
Okay.
We can get bodies up there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Preferably live ones,
Yowza.
Peter didn't get it. He's thinking about
I got it.
He's just basking in the glow.
Yeah.
We have 10 viewers on YouTube right now.
That's good. That's
10!
good.
We broke double digits.
Just like Andrew.
Right. Yeah. I guess we should maybe plan a little further in advance for these little chats and maybe post announcements on New York for Yang and the Reddit and shit, and everybody can chime in and tune in, right?
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing this. I mean, Ching just kind of impromptu suggested it, so we were like,
Yeah. I could see this getting better, and then we could fly graphics in, and like we could
Yeah,
see where
yeah,
you are on
yeah.
a map.
What is this? Like, what's going on right now?
It's
Yeah.
apparently software called StreamYard, so we can do a little video conferencing, and then whoever the host is, who is Ching,
upload
she
it.
can kick it out to YouTube, which is where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
But even
wild.
though she froze out, we're still streaming.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
still live on YouTube, man. As far as I
Her
can
her
tell.
battery died. That's
Mhm.
that's all that was.
Oh, so since this is web based, yeah, we could just do this forever.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
How much fun is that going to be for America, huh?
It's gonna be fantastic.
Deal with us for 24 hours a day.
Mhm.
That's the kind of shit they used to do in the early days.
I have to go get some ice on my knees so that I can run.
Please do.
All right,
Yeah.
Tully.
And
Thanks.
don't get blisters on your hands from holding that flagpole.
The gloves have got
Gloves?
me covered.
Oh,
I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you for your efforts, bro, and a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, it was nice to
Yeah.
meet you too, Ron. Peter, where
Okay.
you from?
Yeah.
Peter?
Great to meet you. I'm in New York myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, I know these guys from New York. We
Yeah,
hang
we're
out
a
for
bunch
the
of-
debates.
Oh,
We
really?
go to events together. Yeah.
We're just a bunch of posers. Me and
You guys
Pete.
want to just come join us?
yeah.
Just come join us. Yeah, so I'm gonna head up. Nice to meet
Okay.
you both.
Charlie, you have anything to plug? What's your YouTube channel? Since we got you here.
You know what? The only thing that I plug whenever I'm trying to send a message out is that we can win this, but we have to canvas,
Gotcha.
canvas. Right.
Okay.
And soon, like we've come to a point where like Super Tuesday is coming. That's about half the country.
I know.
We can start to do canvassing around the country, and we should. So canvas.
Okay.
It's about 10 times as powerful as anything else that anybody could do. So
Wow.
the fact that you're considering going out to New Hampshire on the weekends is huge, massive.
Retail
So-
politics. That's where it's at.
We got to
Say,
organize.
We're not Michael Bloomberg. We got passion. We don't have money, but we got passion.
That's
That's
right.
what it is.
And a
That's right.
flag. And one
All
dude with a
about art.
flag.
The question is, are we going to use it? You know. So if
Mhm.
we can activate the Yang Gang to go knock doors around the country, we can win this thing. No
That's
question.
great.
I agree with Tony. I think the only way we're gonna win is if the Yang Gang, just comes out in full force. That's the only way Andrew's gonna win. He's not gonna win through
Nationally.
the media. He's not gonna win through the
They're
internet.
fighting him.
We just
Well,
gotta
the
get
media
out
is
there.
doing
We're
him
the
no
army.
favors.
Right.
That's for sure.
We don't need.
They're
the
not.
media.
They're not going to do any favors.
Yeah,
So,
screw them.
so we have
Yeah.
to. We have to.
Look at Nick
step
in the
up
back. He's like, from
nationally.
Peanut Gallery.
All right, everybody.
Take
I'm
it.
gonna head out.
Seeing you,
Pleasure to
Tully.
meet you, man.
All right.
Good to meet you
Pleasure.
too. Love you guys.
Bye.
Ice that knee, bro.
No, he's running.
I know. Maybe we should get him a bike, huh?
The flag.
Well,
Yeah.
if the guy's a runner, I don't know if he wants to like.
Running.
So let's get off at the tweets and into the streets. That's what Tully is saying.
That's exactly right, Ron.
Running
Get off the tweets
Yeah.
into the streets. I like that.
Running to
Very poetic.
He does.
Do our thing. Okay, so is Ching coming back?
Yeah. What's
She's right here.
Well,
All right,
can
my
we tell her
computer is
to-
out of battery, so
She's gotta-
embarrassing.
Yeah, you got to get earbuds because once you went away, the echoes went away. So
Oh,
it's
it's
all
me.
you.
Ah, look at that.
Oh, okay,
All right, Nick.
okay.
So
Earbuds.
So I don't know, like it's hard to squeeze the three of us into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
You
sign
can-
off now.
Well, let me ask you guys: when
Go ahead.
people say Yang is their second choice, like
I'm
How
here
do
somewhere.
they-
Here we go. Hi.
you know what I'm saying? Like, what's holding them back from first choice? What would you say?
I think it's name recognition, honestly, because he's
Yeah.
the new guy.
Right.
So they're afraid to like totally go behind the new non-politician,
Gotcha.
So I mean, these people are like more establishment related, and they see the other front runners as more viable. Like they've been around.
Well,
And
let
all
me
of a
ask
sudden, this new guy comes in, Yang. I mean, they like what they see, but they don't know if they're going to support him over the establishment guys. That's basically what it is.
But
So-
when you
so-
say validation,
So here's what I actually wanted to say.
Yeah.
Like the reason why, let's go back to Ching's story from 2 days
Okay.
ago. So when I saw on the minivan app, you can see their names and their age and their gender.
right?
So I asked Ching to step up to the plate because they were Chinese. And when you have somebody who you can relate to, speak to them about Yang, it's much more powerful. So like yesterday, Nick and I, we ran into a 87-year-old lady.
That's right.
Yeah, and she was very sweet, you know. But when you have two guys that are like half her age coming to talk to her about healthcare and stuff,
Mhm.
I mean, she was interested, but like if somebody her age, you know, like an older Yang Gang member came and like yanged her, like that would be incredible, you know.
Okay.
And then like
Today
was it?
we in the restaurant.
Yeah,
Chinese.
we yanged the Chinese restaurant. Also, we were pretty successful in yanging these two young African American ladies.
Yes.
But if there was a young African American female saying like sisters, we gotta support Andrew Yang, like we would have gotten them right away, and then we could have moved on to somebody else because it takes more time,
Yeah,
know.
it does,
Mhm.
yeah.
And the more time it takes to yang people like seriously, then it's like it just makes it's harder because the lists are so long. Like today, Sam, he spent like 40 minutes yanging this guy, but it was worth it because he at first when he first started talking to him, he didn't want to hear anything about Yang. But then Sam, he's really smart. He got him interested, and then he found out that this guy wrote the software. Listen to this, Peter, to send a spacecraft into Saturn.
Whoa.
This is how sophisticated this guy was. And so, like, I think the guy was lonely too. He wanted to talk to somebody, so he kept Sam like from leaving because Sam wanted to go, but he's like, sit down, sit down, sit down. But like at the end of the conversation, he took the pamphlet. He couldn't get him to caucus, but like he was really Yang curious, And he's not a Republican. He's like more of an independent. He didn't have
Gotcha.
any. He was totally undecided. But like now that because Sam spent quality time with him about Yang,
Right.
he's like already a much more Yang leaning person. But again, if somebody his age had yanged him, it would have probably taken only 20 minutes,
Got you. So there's a wall of credibility we have to climb,
Yeah.
Yes.
and the more credible you seem,
hmm
the shorter the wall gets. So I'm staying in New York because
Yeah.
nobody's
So
gonna
last story.
credibility whatsoever.
So another thing today. So my last person that I yanked, she was this young college girl. Like she's like 21, 22,
Those are the best
right?
kind. I don't know. Anyway,
So
Right.
yeah, so
Tell us about
again,
the college
if a
girl.
college girl had yanked her, she would have been totally on board yanking. It's hard for me to
Right.
convince her. I try to talk to her, but it's hard to relate to somebody that age, and that from her background. I
Mhm.
tried my best, and she was polite, but I think she would have really turned to Yang if somebody like her would have related to her.
This kind of I wonder how much of an issue Andrew's ethnicity is.
It's not an issue.
I don't think
You know?
it's an issue, especially
Nobody
with the
said
younger
anything,
generation.
yeah.
They don't care, yeah.
I
Even
love
the
that.
older generation, nobody said, "Oh, we can't support him because he's Asian." There were
Mm.
people that don't like him. Like some people just don't like him.
Okay.
So I have another story. Okay. Was it the first day? First day, I said I need to go buy water.
Yes, yes,
So I
yes,
went
yes.
in the gas station, right? I want to go back to find him. So I went to back gas station, and then I buy water. But then I saw red wine, booze everywhere. I'm like, wow, I want to buy some booze. So I was asking this guy. I said, which one is good? Red wine. So he picked one or two for me, and then I started to charming him. I was like, so where are you from? I said. And then because he looks so not, I want people white majority. He's not white. He said, I'm from Pakistan. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. Why? Because Pakistan people love Chinese people. Okay, so
Right.
I immediately said, hey, I'm Chinese. And then he's like, oh, you're Chinese. And he was so friendly to me. He goes, we Pakistan people only love Chinese people.
Wow.
It's
It's
so
very funny. I know.
then-
well,
and he
Ching,
says
let me
like,
tell you.
what
that
are you
could
doing
be-
here? He said, I said, oh, I'm here for, Andrew Yang, we're canvassing for him. Have you heard about him? He said, yeah, I have, He said,
Wow.
my friend, is voting for him. I said, are you going to vote for him? He said, well, I will, find out more. I like to know more. He said, is he going to be here? He said, I said, yes, he's going to be here.
but I don't really know which day Andrew Yang is going to be in Iowa City,
Right.
So he said, let me know when he's going to be here,
Did you
I
send
said,
them the
okay, I will.
website? Yang2020.com events?
Yeah. Yeah. But I want to
how
go
was the
back to find
wine?
him. Yeah, I want to go back find
How
him.
was the wine you said?
Wine is good, very good. It was like really cheap, like $11 red wine. It was very good.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. It's called Dark Horse or something,
Yeah,
right?
it's from Napa Valley.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We
okay.
three of us had, so
It's cheap, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's like drinking wine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
table
it's a
wine.
blend.
Yeah,
Table
table
wine,
wine.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the point is, you need to be smart when you canvas someone. You try to find a spot you can relate to them, or they can relate to you, right? You
Yeah.
want them to feel you're close, or somehow,
Right.
And so, yeah, I'm gonna go look for him again.
No,
Before I
Wow.
trust. Yeah.
By the
you
way,
have
we
to
got an
develop that
audience of
trust.
15 people watching right now. I'm
That's
sorry, Peter.
wonderful.
Right.
Thank you, 15.
Yeah. Do they have any questions?
And that is the number I'm saying as far as viability is concerned in Iowa, the Iowa caucus. That's the number, 15%.
Oh, we got
So
someone from
Nick, it's a
Canada.
sign.
Got someone from Canada. Yang
Yeah.
Yang from
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, from Canada.
It's a sign.
So
Yeah.
15% wins us the caucus?
No, it
Right.
keeps us
No,
viable.
viable.
it's viable. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the caucus is a really weird process. Most places vote. It's just like whoever gets the most votes gets the votes from the district. But there's certain early states that do what's called a caucus.
Keep talking.
Round elimination, ranked choice voting, and then the delegates are given proportionally by district.
Okay.
So I can hold it if you want.
It's okay. I got it.
Okay, word. So you walk into a room and there's a bunch of signs with the names of the candidates, and you have to go physically stand by your candidate. If you have 15% or more, then anyone in that group is locked in and they can't leave. If your group has less than 15%, then you can go to another group, and two groups can become one, or people can go in any different direction they want to. There's 2 rounds of elimination, and then by the end, people get votes proportionally.
And this goes on all night, basically, right?
No, after 2 rounds, that's it, and the people get votes proportionally of what's left after 2-round elimination.
They changed the rules a little bit apparently this year.
Yeah, I'm told it wasn't always like that.
Yeah, and they're actually also counting how many people are. They're doing a head count, whereas in the past apparently they didn't do that.
It was just like the visual, whether
Yeah.
the crowd looked bigger.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how they did it. That's why the Sanders campaign in 2016 complained.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
that's why
man.
they changed the rules.
Well, let me ask you: is the first round like a ranked choice voting round, or you just everyone casts one vote?
I mean, you have to be where you are, so everyone gets one vote.
One
It's
vote.
kind of ranked choice because
I
if your
see.
candidate gets eliminated in the first 2 rounds, then you can choose a different candidate to vote for. But it's only 2 rounds of ranked choice.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It's like it's weird. It's this weird in between that's not any other specific system than a caucus.
That's
It's
interesting.
even set up. What's very interesting
Yeah.
too that I learned is it's so flexible here. You can be a Republican, you can change
Oh yeah,
and register as a Democrat, change your affiliation for one day for the caucus, and then you can go back to being a Republican if you want.
You
Wow.
can register and re-register same day.
Same day.
So apparently we came up with this strategy. If we find Trump supporters, we tell them, if you like Andrew Yang, please come caucus with us for one day and register as a Democrat, and then switch the next day. Then we say, if you like Andrew Yang, it's a win-win for you because you get to choose between Trump or Yang, and not Trump and then another Democrat.
I've heard
Because
that argument.
apparently,
Yeah.
what they want to do is they don't want any other Democrat to win. So then we have to use a different strategy with Trump voters, and that's the other thing. If you have a Trump voter and you want to yang them, it's best if you have another former Trump voter or former Republican, because then they will totally relate to them. But if you're like a progressive, it's really hard,
Right. But the canvassing materials you get, you don't see a lot of Trump people, right? Like they send you to an address that's already pretty much.
I think everyone I know has gone to a couple of Trump supporters.
Yeah, we've met.
It's not
It's
the
a mixed
majority
bag.
of it,
Yeah.
but it's enough that everyone's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Iowa's a real battleground state. I mean, it's not like New York City where all the Trump voters are hiding. They're out here.
And they're not ashamed of it.
No.
Well, honestly, some of them are. Most of the Trump supporters I met looked like they were ready for an argument. So when I said, who do you plan on voting for? They're like, well, I'm a Trump supporter. And I'm just like, oh, that's awesome. We're one of the few campaigns that has 10% or more crossover with Trump supporters. Can I ask you what got you interested in that campaign? And every time they just go like, well, I guess, it was really the economy. And they always look like they just went from like trying to square up with me, just like, word, someone's actually like not judging me and like being kind and respectful to someone after they have a shitty opinion. And a lot of people are very surprised, and it works. Now, I know one or two people that have got torn out by it, and I don't know if that's because if they weren't good at conflict resolution or because some Trump voters are just like that.
Yeah.
But most of the time, as soon as they realize like it's not going to be an argument, they're like actually open to having a real conversation.
Damn, humanity first, bro.
Seriously,
No,
in
it's
action. Action. It's not just a slogan. It's a way of life. It's a way of doing this. Hitting the ground running and talking to people.
Like I said, we just need more people doing this because we're only 40 in Iowa City. The population here is, I know we're not going to get everybody to caucus for Yang, but the more people we have out here, the more ground we cover.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's it, America. We need more bodies in Iowa.
Yep.
This morning I met okay, I'll come up to you.
No.
Yang what? They're gonna pay for the month.
So,
Whoa.
Really?
Wait on the Iowa City web page. They just put up a post. You can sign up for form if you want to stay.
Wow.
Continue saying here.
I don't know if it's here.
sorry.
Yeah,
What? Say it again.
Update. Let's announce this. Let's announce this.
Yeah, what's going on there, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how are you, Ben?
Hey. Colorado. West is the best.
That's good.
How you doing with the flat terrain out there in Iowa, bro?
Huh?
How you doing with the flat terrain in Iowa, man?
Yang month. They want to do Yang month.
Yang
They
month?
just sent us the form to fill out so we could stay for the whole month.
Who's paying?
All the way to the caucus. We're winning Iowa. Come on, what's up?
You gonna do it?
It's
You
good
staying
to
for the
have
month?
Iowa.
Let's get it.
All right.
And it's also so new people can come out.
Ah.
So like all the new people can come and sign up. We could get fuck 300. Let's get 500. Let's get 1,000 people up in Iowa. Do this shit. We're gonna win Iowa. Fuck third place. We're gonna win Iowa.
That's the spirit.
Number
I love it, bro.
Baby.
I need it. He's cool. He's got that cool memory. Here we
Remember
go,
when he said
Yang
it
month.
was the hardest part was going to go from the bottom of the pack to 2 or 3?
Yeah.
We're most people's second or third choices.
Yeah.
Honestly, these polls, who answers a fucking landline they don't know the number from? To have a landline, you would at least have caller ID. These polls are so outdated.
Seriously.
Not reflecting what is on the
Crazy.
ground. Who answers a landline you don't know? We all have caller ID. Dude,
welcome.
what are these people fucking taking a tape out to check their messages? Come on.
No way.
Think about how stupid
way.
they're gonna look come the day after the caucus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
They're not going to be able to ignore him. They're not going to put up a Jeff Yang picture on
Yeah.
MSNBC. They better not. They
So
better
bad. Yo, we were up to
I
22
was just
viewers
going to
a
say
minute ago.
something.
not. Try me.
At breakfast, yesterday, we picked the first day when we get here, we picked up Adam from California, and he's a musician. He plays guitar. He sings, right? Yeah, he's like really young, 20 something, right?
Yeah.
25 maybe around.
Hey, very young.
But anyway, so this morning, we always have breakfast together, and then he said, before this news, he said, I am thinking of staying till the caucus. No, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm just have to find a place, to stay, So I don't have like fixed job right now.
No, but seriously, we got some serious yanking. Like Tully staying, not Paget, Kai Watson staying. He's moving to Iowa.
Oh my god.
We got some serious yanking going on. I think we can do this. But we just need. Yeah, this is
Oh,
perfect. We
another
need more
person.
people.
Another person has a van. It's called 46 States.
48
48
states. 48
states for
states for
Yang.
Yang.
Yeah, what's his
Wow.
name?
I don't know.
Nick.
His name was
Yeah,
Nick.
Nick.
His name was Nick.
and
Nick and
his
Stephanie.
girlfriend is Stephanie.
Yeah, they're in town for the caucus too.
They drive the van like in the entire state of Iowa. You know,
Yeah.
today go there, the other day go there.
Nick and Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fred the Felon's in like Davenport or something. He's
No
been around
shit.
as well. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're Yang in the whole state. I mean, this is serious.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
we're yinging everybody. And speaking of which, I think I'm gonna get going. I'm working on a portrait, photo, and interview.
Oh,
series
that's right.
while
Yeah,
I'm here.
yeah.
Y'all can check Jules' channel for that later. I think we're actually hosting through that channel on YouTube.
Wow.
So that direction. I'll appear later. I'm gonna go get busy with that. And real quick, now that we have some people here, I just want to say I didn't know about Yang Week until a week before Yang Week. I hopped in a car full of strangers to get out here, like barely sure of where I was gonna stay.
Yeah.
So if you think you have a week of free time, you're between jobs, you're on vacation, you have some sick leave, and you don't think you're gonna get sick anytime soon, come out here. We really need all the people on the ground.
Yeah.
We can get. And think about it. Like I thought about maybe I should go support Bernie Sanders at one point, but I wouldn't get in
We
a
all
car
did.
of strangers with Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
Those people, if not axe murder me, would at least yell the whole time about stock market prices or something. But Yang Gang got me out here, and it was pleasant the whole time. I had nothing but a good time.
Really?
You can get your body out here for a week. We're gonna be here. All right.
Done.
Okay.
Here goes Sammy.
Hit me up,
Thanks,
man.
Sam.
Hit me up on social media at son what? Unless it's on Twitter, then it's at nah son what? Thanks.
Done.
Okay.
I think he's gonna become. He's gonna get the VP nod. That kid.
Yeah. He's very motivated. That guy.
Holy shit!
You're a VP.
Talk about
Wow.
dedication.
They think you can be a VP.
Get the VP nod. Get the VP nod.
Getting the VP nod.
Cool.
That's what I get for sitting in New York. I just want him
Yeah.
to make me an astronaut. That's the only reason why I want Andrew Yang to win.
Put in the middle.
Okay.
I'll sit on
Yeah.
top.
All right. Okay. There we go. All right.
All right. So are you gonna hate me if I go?
Yes.
Actually,
Oh
Thank you
yes.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
I might
So,
leave as
yeah.
well.
Okay.
But
But-
what we can do is the next time we do this, we can announce on Reddit the
Mhm.
New York
Yes.
for Yang, and just
Yeah.
even the national.
Right.
Let everybody know.
Why
What
not?
about
Let everybody know.
Friday? How's Friday like? Jake?
I think I would like to get drunk on Friday, but you know.
You could stream after you
Get drunk and Yang on Friday. Get
Oh my
drunk.
God.
Well, you can get drunk after Yang becomes president, but we need sober Ron
Yeah.
to start yanking people, talk about Yang, and
Okay.
make phone bank. You owe us a promise, me and Nick.
Phone
Yeah.
bang.
All
I'm
right?
gonna be getting on the phone banking, guys.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Man, you have such a great voice. You're so gregarious.
Thank you.
You have good personality. You're gonna smile through the phone, man.
Smile through
Seriously.
the phone. That's the
Yeah.
first thing they
And
say.
You're gonna be reeling
you
them
don't want to
in.
be the one
You'll be reeling
that
them in.
says that regrets.
I wish I had phone
Yeah, I wish I had phone bank if Yang doesn't win Iowa.
Sitting in a bunker in the year 2022, Donald Trump, fucking yeah, you're right. I'm
Yeah.
phone banking. America, YouTube, I'm gonna be phone banking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you heard it
For
from
you.
Ron Daddy. You heard it from him.
22 people are gonna hold me accountable. Oh
That's
shit!
it.
We'll hold you
That's it.
Ching
We
just
got
took
you.
a picture.
Yeah. I'm taking pictures.
Oh wow, this is history. This is history. We got it for
Yeah.
got the record.
Okay.
So there was a
So, that's it.
neighborhood. There
Yeah.
was a neighborhood today where there were two Andrew Yang signs, like Andrew Yang for president signs, like back to back. It was awesome because it's right near the entrance. So people going in and people going out are going to see that. There was one sign where it was Andrew Yang for president next to a Bernie sign. Okay, so a picture was taken
And we got one
and
right
posted
here.
on Twitter, and it says, if Andrew Yang can unite a YouTube comment section, then he can unite with a Bernie Sanders supporters right there. It shows that it's
Wow.
possible, okay? And then there was
Very
someone I spoke to. It was very cold today, but she was interested in like education and healthcare. She's like, I don't know enough about the candidates, but she took a pamphlet and we had a good conversation going. She didn't say that she was going to caucus or even get involved in it. There, believe it or not, there's some people here, some Iowans, that really don't get involved in the process. So, but the thing is, Andrew Yang does really well with people who were previously politically disengaged. So you just tell them what you know and why you're passionate, and that will come through. They'll at least think harder about participating.
Okay. Also, I
Thank
want
you
to
very
add to
much.
what Nick is saying. So a lot of people who have been canvassing have heard from the affluent white neighborhoods. They
Yes.
say they're going skiing on Caucus Day. Okay. Whereas
Okay.
some of the more lower income people are saying we definitely are going to caucus. Okay. The other thing that's really fucked up is in Iowa, if you're an old person, they don't help you go caucus, which is wrong. But it's going to help Andrew Yang because
We're younger.
since he usually polls for the lower, your younger people,
Yes.
So, I mean, there are a lot of messed up things in Iowa about seniors not really being able to go out to the caucus and to vote. But, these things kind of help us in a way. So,
Okay.
a lot of these
Take it.
Biden and Buttigieg supporters may not actually come up to caucus because they're like, their support is not so strong. It's just like, yeah, maybe I'll caucus, maybe I won't. But the Yang supporters are like, we're definitely going to caucus.
But how do you know that though? Like the polling
That's what
indicates
people said
otherwise.
when they were canvassing.
Yeah.
No
I mean,
shit.
the thing is, we don't know. Of course, they may be lying, but why would you lie? I mean, unless they're
Right.
trying to really deceive us, right?
You're-
They probably don't care.
So you're more likely to lie to a pollster than to somebody standing in their doorstep.
Mm.
Maybe
Because that
I don't know.
happened with the Brexit vote recently. Everybody thought Labor wasn't going to lose the way they did, and they got their asses kicked.
Mm.
Fascinating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I better go phone bank then, huh?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We could do it again. It's
Okay.
not easy to, like you said. Oh, sorry. It's not.
Like in the chat, or let everybody know in the chat. If
Yeah.
you make
Right,
it to
well-
Iowa, do it. But if you can't, phone bank. It's like you're here with us canvassing.
Yeah. That's good. Phone banking is as important as actually a door knocking, but maybe door knocking is number one.
Yeah.
And then if you cannot be here, and phone banking, yeah. So, but do it. People who have time to WeChat, to play Facebook, to post things on Instagram, or do all these social media, and considering just step out of your comfort zone. Just come.
It's not as hard as you think.
Yeah, we're,
Okay.
we're actually having a great time. We stay in this hotel. It's really nice. It's breakfast is included, and we get to see our Yangan, from as early as 7 a.m. and then as late as 1 a.m. And the hotel is really nice. I mean, it's not because we come here is to stay in a nice hotel, but we didn't expecting, it's so nice, So, we thought it's like Motel 6 level, it's not.
Wow. How much are you
Yeah,
paying a night?
and-
Can I ask you?
Well, the hotel charges publicly $130 to $150 a night. The rate they negotiate for us is $65 a night.
Oh, the
So,
Yang
and then
campaign
there's
got you down to
There's
65?
two
Yeah.
$65.
Not bad.
You have two queen size beds. Then
Not-
you split hotel.
Yeah, I'm sharing a room with another Yang Gang member,
Yeah.
so it's like $32.50.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some people get free to stay if you make a request, if you think you can't afford. But some people, decide to stay to just to pay for. I feel I'm capable to pay $65 a night.
Okay.
And also I rent a car. So
Okay.
but still, car rental is also discount. It's like $32 a day. So it's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
Okay.
In New York, it's like, $99 a day. Something like
Yes.
that. Discount.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah. And then it's very beautiful. We drive. We hit sunset. We hit these beautiful landscaping road. So visually, it was very stunning. Actually, a lot of time.
Farms
Yeah.
and windmills.
Yeah,
Lots of
it's
windmills.
nice here. It's
Yeah.
nice.
And then and we eat lunch is like all we can eat today with Yoon Jae is like $8 or $7 or
Yeah, we
something.
went to a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, all you can eat.
$7.75 plus 6% tax.
Yeah. And then yesterday, we also had a Chinese food in a different restaurant, and I really like it. They have a Chinese menu. I even bought like bok choy, Shanghai style bok choy for dinner for myself because I want to eat vegetables.
I love
So it's like it's not in the middle of the nowhere. It actually
Right.
is really nice here. So
Okay.
hopefully people can come and and stay. We'll party. All night long.
After a full
That's
day
in
of
America.
canvassing, we went out to get some pho.
Oh, pho! Today we went to get pho. Vietnamese noodles today, right in the back of the hotel.
I was
You
so
can get,
full I
you can get
didn't
pho
go.
in Antarctica. There's a woman who has.
Oh yeah,
and
Yeah.
you
yeah.
can-
That was a really good meal. The bowl was so big. I only had half of the food.
And
Then
how
I had
much
to
was
come.
that?
It was $13
There you go.
a noodle. Yeah,
So basically,
Under the-
America, come
Yeah.
for the yanging, but stay
Yeah.
for the food.
yeah.
Stay for the food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Iowa is too.
Yan Week is a pack. They actually help fund this activity. So if you really need help and you can tell Yan Week, say I can only come, but I cannot afford to rent a car. I cannot afford to pay for my own hotel. They will take care of you.
Wow.
Wow,
There
that's
was- there was
great.
Get that, guys? All 20
Really
people
good network.
listening? Just go.
Yeah,
Just
I
go,
don't
just do
know.
it.
I don't know the percentage of.
Come to the Hawkeye State. To the
I'm kind of
corn
State.
state.
self-funded,
Do it.
So I'm funded by Dr. Jewel,
So don't let money be an issue. If you really care about this campaign, if you really believe about this, this movement, just come out to
Wow.
Iowa.
Done.
We need you.
Be
We need
worth it.
bodies. We need Yang out here.
Yeah.
It's like a war, and we need
Beautiful.
soldiers.
Fucking
You
beautiful,
can't
man.
fight a battle, without the soldiers.
No, you need the soldiers. Yeah.
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 All
Yeah.
right.
So let me before we go, just let me go go through just the sort of daily schedule, okay? If you are curious about it, because I'm kind of like a half German, I really like to know my schedule every day. So pretty much every morning is you get to the lobby at the hotel around 9 o'clock, right? And by 10 o'clock we go to office to get necessary list of volunteering canvas material, and then people start to pair up with 3 people, maybe 2 or maybe 3, yeah, and then starts hit the road. They have an app in their phone, and they have a list where they go to canvas people, and they canvas people who are registered Democrat or registered like all kinds of people, I think. And then you would take a break on your own, have lunch on your own time, and then continue canvassing. And then we finish when the sun goes down, which is around 5 o'clock.
Wow.
And then we get together. And someday we go together, have pizza party. Someday we go, like tonight we went to or had Vietnamese noodles. Yeah. Someday at the pizza party, the food was provided by us. The first night we went to a brewery, local brewery, beautiful beer place, and our dinner was taken care of. We just, if you want to drink wine, you pay for your own wine.
Wow.
So
Okay.
pretty much that's the daily schedule.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
the evening
Iowan pizza is actually pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
No, it's not bad.
It was Domino's.
Yeah.
Aye.
And then
You had everybody hyped up, and then you dropped the Domino's bomb on
yeah.
Boom.
And then the evening time, like my teammate. This is my teammate, Yoon Jae and Nick. We 3 are our team, and they're so dedicated. We would start together, and I was so dead I would fall asleep, and they're still phone banking. It's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
One thing I want to share with everyone is today a small group of us got to go to a senior center.
wow.
So we got to have conversations with residents there, and we also got to talk about Andrew Yang's policies too. Like we spoke I spoke with a woman named June, who is basically an advocate for mental health. So that was perfect. Be able to talk about the American scorecard, how Andrew Yang wants to invest in America's mental health, talking about how, GDP and the stock market and the employment numbers don't tell the real story. We need to see what's really going on in this country. And we need to admit that we need to take care of ourselves, our bodies, but also our minds. We need a holistic form of healthcare.
Right.
And a lot of things we talked about really resonated with her. She was like, yeah, we got to end those prisons where they're making money off of people. I was like, yeah,
absolutely.
For-profit prisons, those got to go. Exactly. And Andrew's against those. So I was able to try and mention policies while having the conversation so she could relate to it. And there's efforts going on right now to create a caucus area like there. So if they can't go, here's this thing, you bring it to them.
That's cool.
Right?
Well, I should really finish, but on top of that, in terms of mental healthness and I don't want to cover you. Actually, today it was very powerful. In our car, there's 4 of us. Okay, I'm not naming them, and then one person said, "I have mental illness." Another person said, "Me too." And then third person said, "Me too."
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to get together and hopefully finding some kind of group. And also one night when we had a big group, one major organizer, an office person admitted he has problem, So I think this is such a issue and people don't want to admit we have mental problem, right? And then within Yangon, we have nothing to hide. We're not ashamed about our problem. Mental illness is just like having a heart attack or having a diabetes. So we share our pain, and it's very powerful. So we're going to help each other.
So amazing. Just goes to show you, Yang Gang, the coolest bunch of kids out there.
Yeah.
What a bunch of magnificent bastards, huh?
Yeah. So come be part of history. Be part of history.
Yeah.
You hear that, YouTube?
Yeah.
Come be part of history.
Yeah. Okay.
And then YouTube, I guess we'll be announcing that we're going to be going live again on NYC Yang Gang, right? Is that the address where everybody found out about us?
Yeah, NYC Yangon or
NYC Yang Gang.
or anywhere.
Or Twitter,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
we'll do Twitter, and then going forward, we're also going to hit the Reddit subreddit, the Yang for President HQ, and New York for Yang, and that's how we can continue to have these conversations.
And then people can watch this, even if they cannot catch right now. This is going to be live on my channel, so they can re-watch this. But it's more fun to have someone being with us. This is not staged.
No.
Okay. So Peter, you have anything to say? Peter.
Oh, no, it's all good. The only thing, these quote unquote affluent people of any race, if they give you a hard time, you could tell them in about 2 generations, generational wealth is usually wiped out.
That's
or
right.
severely diminished. So when a guy like Yang wants to give them money,
they should take it.
They should listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. All right. So anybody else want to say anything?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
This is more fun than I thought.
Yeah. Our humor, and we'll do it better next time. In terms of us audio. Yeah.
I'm gathering signatures and I'm phone banking tomorrow. I'll see you guys.
Oh, good for you.
That's right.
Good for you.
Take care.
Right.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Yeah. Good night.
All right, great.
Yang
Bye.
Gang,
Good night.
baby.
Yang Gang.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, Peter.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, that was fun. That was fun.
Sorry for